We've had a nice association with Beth Yeshurun for 45 years. I have always heard that my paternal grandfather was involved with Beth Yeshurun. I found out that he was a trustee in 1910 and 1911. So we go back a long way, but I grew up actually in Cuero, Texas.
I was born in Israel to parents that escaped Europe. I came to the United States in 1968 after the 6 Days War. And in Houston, I came to Beth Yeshurun. To me, Beth Yeshurun is not only a religious place, but it's also a community place that serves the community at large. And people come here and find out about what Judaism means. It's a community, it's a brotherhood, it's belonging. They've
always been there for us. When Gabi was ill, Rabbi Segal came to our house and blew the shofar, and it was so special. And our son and daughter-in-law were there, and our grandchildren. It was so compassionate and so caring. We've really appreciated it.
Beth Yeshurun has played a big role in our lives. I grew up at Beth Yeshurun Synagogue, at Beth Yeshurun Day School, as did Taryn. We had relationships that have lasted a lifetime. I mean, the school and the synagogue have provided me with best friends since I was 1, and we continue to this day to raise our children together.
One of the greatest pleasure as a mother and grandmother is to come to Beth Yeshurun and see our son and daughter-in-law and the kids and his friends with their children.
It's a place for us to come in and feel like family. It's a place for us in our day-to-day lives, a fast pace of baseball, of school, of camp, of work, of all the different activities that our boys have. We come into Beth Yeshurun and we feel like things slow down a little bit. And it gives us nostalgia, and it gives us a feeling of being Jewish. It helps us relate to our parents. It helps us relate to our grandparents. It's a place for us to feel like we're part of something.
When I see my family at Shabbat, it makes me so happy. I think my brothers are menches. A mensch is someone who is nice and kind. Well, I was the mensch of the month once.
I'm happy that they have the opportunity to know about Judaism, because when I was growing up, I didn't have answers to questions when people ask me about Judaism. They're growing up with it because of the synagogue.
I have to say, one of the amazing things about having our 4 wild boys in this synagogue is seeing how they know all of the blessings and how they walk around like they own the place. That's just really cool to see that.
I think that giving today, while the children are from the age of 2 to 7, is hard to instill in them the essence of it. I don't think they can feel it yet. But as they grow up and they will see what we have done, what the family has done, they will understand it and they will point, oh, this was my grandparents that did it. My parents did it. And this will help them also to take it to the next level. That's what's important, the continuation, the next generation.
Taryn and I are in a place where we feel very fortunate to have the wherewithal to hopefully make a difference. A lot of that was learned through community, through Beth Yeshurun. And the only way for us to continue with our religion and our culture is to be in a place like Beth Yeshurun, where it's important and it's traditional. And, you know, my dad being from Israel, her grandparents being Holocaust survivors, you want to have the traditions carry on. And my kids get very fired up for Shabbat every Friday. Being part of a community is what instills the feeling of wanting to give tzedakah. And being a part of something, that's what we want to instill in our kids. And we want our kids to see the example that we set, that my parents set, that her parents set, of giving and being part of the community. And that is such an important thing for us. So that's really what Beth Yeshurun gives us, is the opportunity to be part of something.
Well said.